marked by Best, centering it to Wick. Wick now around. High throw, Venezia able to go up and get it. Marked by Best, forehand force. Center of the field, up line to Moore. They're scanning, looking for his options. Upfield to Tilka, looks like there's a call. He's gonna send that back. We've seen Central Florida being able to dominate competition throughout Pool A. Alabama did relatively the same, had a hard time closing on LSU. This gets checked back in. Moore looking to center it, inside break to Browning. Outfield, he finds Wick. Number 17, Andrew Wick. Alabama strikes first to take a 1-0 lead. All right, we're back. Here's Central Florida. Daniel Jacob with the disc. He's marked by number 15, Matthew Bryant. Jacob centering it to Alex Bullock all the way around. Bullock looking to find his options, finds Jacob on the sideline, 15 yards out, right-hand side of the field. Alabama using their 3-2-2 zone. Jacob around to number 9, Matt Kapp. Inside to Jacob. Field general of this zone line. Bullock getting the around throw. Alabama forcing middle, trying to contain this UCF team. Freystadter. UCF staying very patient right now. Alabama trying to throw a zone to take away the advantage that Central Florida's athleticism and size will bring them. Here's Ogren just outside the end zone. Looking for the around. Low throw completed. And that's a goal. That's going to be 1-1. Central Florida ties it up. Dogs bringing their sideline energy that they're known for. Pull from Brawley Adams. Low laser, Moore catching it, centering it to Wick. Back to Moore. Moore marked by Hickson. There's a stoppage, looks like a little bit of physicality early on. Outfield, we see Browning marked by Brawley Adams. Browning is one of the best throwers in this Alabama roster. He gets the around throw from Moore. Marked by Adams, and there's another stoppage upfield. John Best on Venezia, and it seems like Central Florida knows how to match up against this Alabama squad. Top players being marked by top defenders early on in the game. Disc is checked in. Brawley Adams with a forehand mark. Browning with the disc, center of the field, about 20 yards outside of his own end zone. Looking for options. High release to Tilka, and that's going to work out. Tilka scanning, looking to center, finds Browning. Browning all the way around to Moore. Foul count is getting a little high. I think Browning's getting a little frustrated with the physicality from Adams. Adams, a sophomore. Browning, a 30-year-old. Coming back to school in Alabama. Only has club experience, played for Tanasi last summer. Disc is checked in. Browning with the spin move, nice trust throw out to space from Moore. Browning hammer, that's his throw. Can Venezia stay in? Catches the disc. And I think he has called himself out. Inside to Hickson. Hickson loves to step around, try that big hook, and get fouled in the process. This one floats. Austin Taylor picking up the D. Venezia. He's going to bomb it. He's got Browning deep. Browning makes the catch. Oh, and physicality coming up big. Brawley Adams with a late bid into Browning. And he spikes at him. Hickson defending his boy in the field. Roca is not happy about that. And tempers flaring early. And that's the anger you really don't want to give Central Florida, who plays so much with their emotions. And that is a 2-1 Alabama lead. Daniel Jacob, Misha Freysotter, Mike Ogren, Alex Bullock, Matt Kapp. I believe Kyle Reedy. Again, these numbers are very hard to see from this distance. Bullock. Hammer to Freysotter. That's Matt Carlson with the disc, who dumps it off to Matt Kapp. Kapp back to Jacob. Marked tight by number 15, Matt Bryant. Jacob sending it deep. He's got Freysotter and UCF with a quick hold. 2-2. Alabama's offensive line staying exactly the same. And we're going to see Central Florida's D-line out there again. I wonder if Brawley Adams will mark up against Chris Browning again. Hickson has been on Moore. And Best has been on Venezia. Try to learn the other 4 names as quickly as possible. Big pull from Adams. Looks like this one's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be bricked. Out there also is Terry Murphy for Central Florida. I'm getting views of these numbers. Moore, disc is checked in. Stall count around 5 as Moore's looking for dump. High stall situation, around throw. Browning marked by Adams. Adams in the green bandana. Looking to center it to Moore. Trust throw out to space. Moore getting it in stride. And he's going to look deep. And Daniel Tilker is going to be able to catch the disc after one of the UCF defenders is able to get a piece of it. And Roca is giving a thumbs up to that defensive line. He is not too upset about that. Thompson pull is low, but it's going to have the distance. Up to Daniel Jacob, center of the field, expecting the zone, and man comes. Freysotter earning the under on Hardman, centering it to Bullock. He's marked by number 20, Fort. Up to Freysotter, and he's going to send this one deep. A big bid by number 5. Disc is going to be checked in. Freysotter hitting Bullock up line, marked by Michael Fort. Around to Daniel Jacob, marked by Gilstrap. Jacob around to Ogren. He's marked by Trent Dean. Bullock back to Ogren. Ogren, one of the best players in the defensive line last year, playing O right now. Here's Freysotter. Up to Bullock, another huge bid from Alabama. This one from Fort, I believe. Excuse me, Johnson. That's going to be a goal, ruled in, and Central Florida is going to tie this one up at 3s. Hey, Misha, who's on this D-line? Who's on this D-line? Can you see? Okay, thanks. Moore getting the disc. Marked by Hickson, he's going to send this one deep. Oh, and Wick making a huge grab. One-on-one. The Central Florida defender in that play was number 44, Tommy Hankin. I don't think he'll make that mistake twice. Pull goes, Bull catches it, up to Jacob, marked by Gilstrap. We saw a straight across the field cut from Matt Kapp. Ogren, marked by Dean. Bullock marked by Moore. Moore playing on this defensive line. Kapp, he's marked by Preston Thompson. Centering it to Bullock. Marked backhand by Moore. Up to Jacob. Up line to Bullock. He's got Ogren in space. And that's a 4-4 tie game. Central Florida running a very patient offense. And against Browning, Taylor, Moore, Midkiff, Tilka, Venezia, and Wick. Alabama has not changed up their offensive line yet. Pull goes out of bounds. It's not the first time Central Florida has given Alabama a little bit of a starting point with the brick mark. Hickson tapping in. Moore looking for upfield options. Backfield to Wick. Upfield to Browning. A big bid, violent bid from Adams. Adams trying to be a factor here, trying to phase Browning. I think that was best running over to tell Brawley to ease it up a little bit so no one gets hurt. Browning with the disc. He's going to shoot deep. Taylor in space. UCF defender gets a piece, but Taylor's going to make the grab. And Terry Murphy getting a piece of that. It's the second time a Central Florida defender has been able to get a piece of the disc, but it pops up. This time, it was Austin Taylor making the grab. It is now 5-4 Alabama, and UCF has not been able to get that first D of the game. Again, this is 5-4 coming to you live. My name is Zach Smith, and I'm giving you live audio play-by-play of the showcase game between the Central Florida Dogs of War and Alabama Yellowhammer. Part of Sky's 2013 College Tour presented by Spin Ultimate. And we're here Saturday action of T-Town Throwdown 9. Preston Thompson with the pull. This one's going to stay in. Daniel Jacobs centering it upfield to Alex Bullock, marked by Austin Duke. Inside to Carlson, to Freystadter. Freystadter marked by Hardman. Upfield to Ogren, still marked by Dean. Backhand force. Ogren, low throw to Freystadter, but it's completed up line to Jacob. Jacobs centering it to Freystadter. All the way around to Ogren, looking to finish this one off. Inside throw past the bidding defender. And Matt Catt is able to catch it for a 5-5 score. Looks like a very similar defensive line, if not the same defense. We don't see Brewer this time. How's it going? Thanks, man. Keep it up, man. Wick with the catch. Central Florida's defense coming in hot. Here's Moore getting the up line. He doesn't shoot deep this time. Marked by Hickson. Kind of a flat force, expecting the huck. High stall situation. And there's your first D of the game. Brawley Adams getting the D. Hickson looking to strike quick. Back to Adams. Adams marked by Moore. He's going to call a timeout. Moore receiving the pull up to Browning. Browning marked by Adams. Up to Venezia. Up to Tilka, who's been relatively quiet this game. He's been marked by Kyle Reedy. Up to Moore. Moore calling foul on Hickson. A little incidental contact. Browning, Adams, trading words. Browning getting the disc. Browning sent the deep, this low throw. Caught by Travis Midkiff. Venezia now. Center of the field at his attacking brick mark. Out in space for Wick, who's going to get his second goal of the game. And Alabama holds to make this a 9-7 game. Thompson getting set to pull. Inside out, goes a little flat. It's gonna land in Bullock's hands within his own end zone. Up to Jacob, marked by Gilstrap. And we see a 3-2-2 from Alabama. McKelvey getting the first throw. Here's Cap, centering it to Bullock. Alabama in man now, force flick. Running away at this jailbreak scenario. Ogren, and there's contact upfield. Venezia goes down. Central Florida calling for their system. Last time they called that, we saw Best throw an inside break, leading to a quick around throw for the score. We'll see if that's what we're gonna be looking for. See if it's a centering throw to Bullock and then looking for the IO. A round throw to McKelvey, to Oger, back to Jacob. They're all looking break side. It's either break side or these upline cuts to the force side. Ogren over to Bullock. Inside break to Cap. Cap looking for Bullock, finding him. He's gonna looking for another inside break. No one on the dead side. And to throw to Freysider gets dropped. Bullock was left alone. No one on the fore side. All of his cutters in the stack looking for a dead side throw. Gilstrap to Hardman. Up to Venezia. Venezia up to Hardman. Back to Venezia. And he's going to send the bullet. And that's too far for Preston Taylor. Venezia upset it himself. A big opportunity for a break there. Much needed break for this Alabama team. Bullock is going to be picking up the disc. Matt Johnson forcing forehand. Disc is checked in. A round throw to Jacob. Inside break to Carlson. Freysider now left-hand sideline at about the defending brick mark. Centering it to Jacob. Throw out to space for Misha. And he sends this one deep. Alabama getting their second D at this point. That was number 15, Matt Bryant, going up for the play. Central Florida rushing it there. Their offense has looked pretty solid so far. Gilstrap with the disc. Inside to Hardman, past the bidding Freysider. Hardman airing this one out. Oh, Matt Bryant laying out, unable to finish the playoff. Going with his left hand, a great attempt there. Alabama unable to get this much needed break. McKelvey to Ogren, he sends this one deep. Out in front of Freysider, and he makes the catch. Adams pull, deep, Moore catching it, centering it to Browning, marked by Best. A little bit of a switch up there. Best taking Browning now, Adams on Moore. Venezia marked by Hickson, quick foul call. Keep an eye out on Terry Murphy versus Austin Taylor here. Austin Taylor has been one of their main deep targets for Alabama Yellowhammer. Trust throw. Venezia marked by Hickson. Up to Midkiff. And Central Florida's intense defense forcing Alabama to play a little rush. And they get a D there. Do you know who got that? Hickson getting the D there on a Venezia upline cut. And Central Florida with a chance to get another break. Former center handler on this offensive line. Here's Best with the disc. To Pelton, and there's a turnover. Venezia getting it back. Hickson, Pelton. Venezia earning the under. Finding Brown and marked by Best. 15 yards outside his own end zone on the backhand sideline, up to Tilka, marked by Pelton. Over to Venezia in the center of the field, still about 15 yards out. A little bit of confusion. Best getting the D, misthrow, and calling the timeout right away. We got Brawley Adams set directly behind Best, giving him the full field to work with. Best out to Terry Murphy. Hammer gets dropped by Pelton. A solid end zone play, opening up space. We saw Hickson and Pelton cutting to the break side, allowing Murphy, cutting to the fore side, allowing Murphy an open. You're Pelton? Who's? Oh, 16. I'm sorry. You're Pelton. That's Nick Brewer. I'm sorry. Browning out in space for Moore. Up to Austin Taylor. Venezia to Browning. Browning centering it to Venezia. And he sends this one deep. Austin Taylor versus Brewer. Taylor going up to make the grab. And Carlson. Preston Thompson with the pull. This one's low. Gonna land a little short. Freysetter jumping up to make the catch, getting some more distance. Ogren now to McKelvey, centering it to Bullock. Now Daniel Jacob with the disc. Inside, break throw. Here's Freysetter now. Forehand sideline. Low throw for Ogren. And disc is called up. Nice sliding grab by Mike Ogren there. Marked by Austin Taylor. Inside break throw to Freysetter, around to Cap. Looking to finish it off. Centering it now to Bullock. To Freysetter. Up line to Bullock. Not in yet. Centering it a little bit to Daniel Jacob. Back to Bullock. The stoppage. And UCF system seems to be, if you're going to go to the fore side, swing it to the fore side cut up line. If you're going to go break side, look for that inside break leading to that easy around throw. It's worked for them so far this game. Bullock now scanning, looking for his options upfield. A round throw, and we see a layout D from Matt Johnson. That's going to come back. Daniel Gilstrap getting a piece of Bullock's arm as he went for that around throw. Did come off a little short, but Matt Johnson laying out to be sure. Disc is checked in. Bullock up line for McKelvey. And Central Florida is going to hold and make this an 11-8 lead. This tournament, part of Sky's 2013 College Tour presented by Spin Ultimate. My name is Zach Smith here giving you live audio play-by-play. Andrew Wick fielding the pull up to Chris Browning. Browning shooting deep right away. Miscommunication with Austin Taylor. And that's what we've seen so far from this not young, but somewhat inexperienced Alabama squad looking to hit their stride. Typical of early season teams. Hickson to Terry Murphy in the center of the field, marked by Taylor. Murphy in space to Best. Best looking for the inside break. Browning get a piece of it. Midkiff back to Browning. Short field scenario. And this one out. Hickson's going to take that one down. You don't want to put those throws out to space with such a tall defender there. Hickson airing this one out. Best versus Browning. Best almost making the grab. Now checked back in. Marked flick. Brawley Adams getting the disc just past the center of the field. Back to Hickson. Hickson inside break. Great throw. Here's Pelton with the disc right now. To Adams. Adams airing it out. Hickson versus Taylor. And Hickson making the play. Stuart Little. John Best. Kyle Reedy. Tommy Hankin. Browning looking for Venezia. Reedy getting the D. Here's Adams looking to finish off with a hammer. A little too excited for Brawley Adams. And Chris Browning is just having a hard game. Just one of those games for a handler that you just want to end. You're not really doing too hot. And I think one of the things that we've seen is more coming upfield. Well, now Alabama is showing us horizontal stack, and they've done that for the last 2 points, I believe. But more coming upfield as a cutter, and I think that's when the vertical stack of Alabama degraded. More formally a cutter. Here's Browning. Inside to Venezia. Inside to Hardman. Marked by Little. Hardman shooting deep. Midkiff making the catch. Here's Moore. Out in space. Terry Murphy missing what looks like an easy D. And Austin Taylor making the grab. 12-9, Central Florida now leads. Interesting switches. One of the better defenders, possibly the best defender from last year, Ogren, now on the offensive line. Bulk receiving the disc, centering it to Jacob, marked by Duke. A little bit of zone. Travel is called. That's not to understate Ogren's abilities as a cutter. Jacob to Bullock, trying to navigate through this 3-2-2 force middle. And a crumble called is called very early. Bullock now to Ogren, flick force. Up to Freystadter, marked by Preston Thompson. Up line to Jacob. He tries to hit Carlson for the win, but travel is called again. Jacob putting the same throw out to space, and that'll finish the game off as Carlson gets the game-winning reception. Central Florida wins 13-9 on Alabama Yellow Hammer. And thank you for joining us for this 2 o'clock round showcase game of T-Town Third Down 9. My name is Zach Smith, and I was providing you live audio play-by-play for this game, part of Sky's 2013 College Tour presented by Spin Ultimate. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the same thing. We're going to do this all over again for the finals, where you would guess these two teams would face off against each other, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in.